Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Unpopular Opinions. Me, Randy Prizzle. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Everything good, shway, crispy, irie. Yes, the reason for the dark glasses today is obviously man's got a headache. So, went to play football yesterday, and then man got basically a whack in the head, and the headache hasn't really gone from last night. So, it's one of them things, but it is what it is. Let's move forward and get on to the unpopular opinions of today's episode. We should be allowed to have whatever password we want. Now, I would agree in some sense, but there is some hidden messages as to why you'd want to have any password you'd want. You generally would do this if you got to hide something. Do you know what I mean? So personally, I don't really care what password you give me as long as it's a secure password, as long as someone can't break and enter my stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't want them to be doing that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because that's going to be bad for me. It's probably going to be bad for the people using my Wi-Fi and everything like that. We don't want that to happen. So on those fronts, it's one of them things that's like, ear. But if you can make a great password, then fantastic. Do you know what I mean? Keep prying eyes away, keep people from knowing what's going on, what's happening. So I get it on those fronts. The next one we've got. So my unpopular opinion with that is I do partially agree with that, but there's some hidden messages behind it still. The next one we got. GTA 5 has taken so long, I don't care anymore. Now I'm going to disagree with this. I do care because I want to see what the gameplay is like. I want to see what the graphics is like. I want to see everything. You know what I mean? Teddy's in the teddy bar and that. You know what I mean? Movies in my damn face. All of that. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is, Deb. If you've played GTA before and you've gone to the bar, strip club settings, you know what's there. Do you know what I mean? The girls doing all the things. Do you know what I mean? The dancing and all that. Do you know what I mean? What's the song you usually play? Scandalous. Do you know by Mystique and that. Ding, ding, scandalous. Ding, 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 so scandalous. All of that. Do you know what I mean? Doing all of that in the face and chests are coming close to the camera and that. It's all doing madness, but it's a sight to see some polygons doing some oblong things. Do you know what I mean? Because listen, it is what it is. It's gameplay settings. Man's not a regular there, but you know what I mean. Once in a blue moon, it was nice to just go there and just see some, whatever's. But anyways, and how they make them look so kind of, in that shape where they're realistic is mad. But anyways, let's move forward. People are going to see me as a major creep here, like the TLC. Oh, I'm a creep. Yeah, just creeping on and down low. But you know what it is, what it is. You're playing the game. It's like the Triple H stuff. All about the game and that. But anyways, next thing we're coming to. I am unable to like celebrities. Almost all of them are insufferable. Not all of them. I don't agree with that. I think certain level of celebrities are probably doing too much. Certain level of celebrities are just doing things for clout. Certain level of celebrities generally don't really give a shit about the public. They're just all about themselves, all about, doing what they need to do to make themselves look good. So some people generally don't give a shit about the public. They don't care. They have no real understanding of other people's plights, problems. Some of them are just oblivious to it, and some of them generally don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's just where I stand on that. So I do agree with that. You know what I mean? Like, partially, again, not all celebrities are bad. Do you know what I mean? Rihanna seems cool. Idris Elba seems cool. Do you know what I mean? So there's ones out there that are cool. You know what I mean? Just some that are probably idiots, but it doesn't take away from some of them that are actually cool and down to earth and, do you know what I mean, want to rock with the people them out there. So partially agree. The argument that words only have power if you let them offend you is stupid. Now, give me a minute here. My brain is trying to figure this all out. As I said, headache settings and that. It's only have power if you offend you. I guess so. Thinking about it more, trying to, because as I said, my brain's still doing the madness. I disagree. I think that it's one of them things that I'm like, it's a bit of both. Like I'm kind of torn like the Natalie Imbruglia song, where it depends what type of words they use. If they're obviously racist words, if they're words about, let's say, your background or something that is really bad, you know what I mean, going into family or something like that, then you have every right to go and spark the sucker out. You know what I mean, as far as I'm concerned. Go and lay him out. Do you know what I mean? Or her. I'm saying if it's a female, find a female. No, not condone the man slapping a woman or anything like that. A woman obviously slaps a man first, then expect it. So, in terms of that, I do agree in the sense that certain words can trigger someone. Like, you don't know someone's background, you don't know someone's history, you say the wrong thing and then it's a blam, you know what I mean? Like, pow, yeah, I'm Lee for the beat. Pow, if you don't know about me. Pow, you know what I mean? So, words can offend sometimes. You just have to be careful with what words you use. I think if you know when you're bantering with someone, and someone takes what you say as banter, cool. But some people are very tetchy, you know what I mean? You may say something to someone and someone's like, what'd you say that to me for, man? I can't believe you said that, man. Why'd you say it like that? So some people can be a bit all over the place. Do you know what I mean? Unstable in that. You know what I mean? You're saying something to them, but you're trying to give constructive criticism of something, and they don't like what you're saying. And they just get all over the place. So that's a bit mad. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's moving all sorts of different directions, not in the one. Do you know what I mean? It's not like Brian McKnight back at one and that. It's just 4, 5s and 6 that person's moving in different dimension stuff. Like the Shattered Dimensions game, you know, the Spider-Man and that. But anyways, we'll move on to the next one. Twin size beds are better than full or queen. Twin size beds. I disagree. I think full or queen, you get to spread around and do whatever you want on them. You get to roll around the bed. You're not going to fall off them because you have so much space to roam around in that room to do what you have to do. In terms of obviously you're gonna, you know, do the Oliver Cheatham song. Make love and listen to the music. You got to let yourself go. You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones, man. But I disagree with that. We're coming to the next one, which is garlic is nasty. Now, I generally can't believe that garlic is nasty. I think some people out there haven't really tasted garlic when it's chopped properly, when it's cooked properly, when, you know, it really has them flavors infused with what you're trying to eat. So I think garlic is somewhat an acquired taste for some people. It gives that sort of vibe to it. I don't know how to describe it, but those are kind of the words that come to mind when I'm thinking about garlic. People said, why? But that's just generally what it is. It's just, it kind of has that, will they or won't they sort of thing. You know what I mean? You go left or you're going right. You know what I mean? So that's just generally what I think about garlic. But I like it. When it's with pasta, it's nice. When it's with, you know what I mean, foods that are, you've got to consume. Yes, say, as I said, pasta, sauces, it works well with those sort of things. So I do think it depends on what you put garlic in. You know what I mean? Some people want garlic on their own or to blend it or whatever, do whatever with it. I don't think that's probably a correct way of using garlic. And you can't obviously scare away vampires with them because vampires don't exist in this current day. People will say, well, what? They don't. Let's be real here. If you think they do, well, you got to screw loose better. But anyways, we'll come on to the last one. Not everyone needs to be an extrovert to be a good leader. I do agree in some sense there. I do agree. Because listen, I'm not really an extrovert. I'm trying to organise, let's say, and run a football organisation. So I'm not really an extrovert. I'm not really in either. So I'm a bit on the fence of both. So I do agree with that. I agree that, some people need to have their methods in their way of working certain things to keep control in a different direction. Probably not being overly happy all the time, but just generally setting records straight and being very, say, straightforward, even a monotone. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. Say, hey guys, this is how we're gonna do this, guys. So we're gonna have two guys here and two over there and three. People say, why the American accent again? It's what comes to mind. Okay, so we'll just go with British one. My voice is pretty deep, so one there, two there, two there, three there, three there, four there, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I agree with that one. So, but that's it, guys. That's it for this episode of Unpopular Opinions. I've obviously gone over time, haven't I? It's supposed to be 10 minutes, but I've gone to 11. But it is what it is. I couldn't see with the glasses, so I generally had to just roll with it. You know what I mean? Like the Oasis song. You gotta roll with it. You gotta take your time. You gotta say what you say. Don't let anybody get in your way. All of that. Anyways, let me stop waffling on and say, till next, Unpopular Opinions, guys. I'll give my opinions later on.